Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump has the wind at his back after this recent Supreme Court ruling, and he's plowing full steam ahead. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. President Donald Trump got the ruling he wanted. He got the ruling he wanted from the Supreme Court, and that is that district courts in general do not have the power to issue nationwide injunctions. And what Democrats feared the most is that all the parts of his agenda that were stopped by district courts were now going to come into effect. Well, Democrats, you're 100% correct. See, Trump has announced that he is going full steam ahead. He's going to undo all this stuff that Democrats stopped him from doing. He's going to undo the Department of Education, USAID, all these things that district court judges have put a halt to. And the list is pretty long. Trump gets into it here in this video I'm about to show you. This is the right thing. This is exactly what President Trump needed to do after the Supreme Court did exactly what it needed to do. I'll tell you guys again. I told you yesterday. Someday we're going to regret this Supreme Court decision and we want to stop a Democrat president. But it's still the right thing because a district court should not have that kind of power over a presidency, over the entire nation. I want you to listen here to what President Donald Trump had to say and let me know what you think in the comments.
20th century, me. I'm grateful to the Supreme Court for stepping in and solving this very, very big and complex problem, and they've made it very simple. I want to thank Justice Barrett, who wrote the opinion brilliantly, as well as Chief Justice Roberts, and Justices Alito, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Thomas. Great people. Thanks for this decision, and thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for people trying to scam the system and come into the country on a vacation. This was, in fact, it was the same date, the exact same date, the end of the Civil War. It was meant for the babies of slaves, and it's so clean and so obvious. But this lets us go there and finally win that case because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship, and it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with these numerous policies and those that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis, including birthright citizenship, ending sanctuary city funding, suspending refugee resettlement, freezing unnecessary funding, stopping federal taxpayers from paying for transgender surgeries, and